Hello everybody, welcome back once again with Avellinivis in Cairn. Coming back to the game after an eventful episode last time. As I recall, let's see if we can see the bear in the cave. Okay, seems like it's gone. But yeah, once again to recall the situation. I visited this cave right here, found a warming blanket and some food, I believe, and died 2 times. One time was actually not at that time, but after looking back at it, was quite funny. I was trying to run away from the bear and I fell down from here all the way down. So after the last episode, we have 2 additional death counts added to the total amount of deaths. I would hope that the 3 deaths that I have at the moment are going to be the final amount by the end of the game, but we'll see. In the meantime, let's see what this note is about. The letter was stuck into the wall with a piton. I'm leaving this little note here for my future self, wishing you don't work too long at Sport Bazaar and instead find a cool job that really excites you. Don't forget to enjoy life while keeping your unique sense of humor and your handsome face. One can dream, right? Never lose Maud. Dude, she's the best thing that ever happened to you. Don't screw it up. And above all, never read this message. If you're reading it, it means we broke our promise and went back up that good old mountain. Time to let go, man. Real life is down there with Maud. Adam. I feel like we have read this note already. Maybe it was the time when I went down here first before reaching this cave with the bear inside. Can't quite recall. I hope the video will include that as well, so that you don't think that I'm doing anything off the record. I recall as well that I was at this sort of stash right there. Yeah, the white dotted lines can account for that. So I think all that has already been explored by me, so I can focus on getting up here in order to continue the plot of the game. So let's try to get up here first, if the game allows me to. It's a bit wonky sometimes. Okay, let's see what's the best way to do this climb. I think going over to this side from here, somewhere here, doesn't make sense really. I think just sticking to this right side all the way up here and then trying to traverse a little bit is the most sensible option. So we'll try it out. I'm going to chalk up immediately because if I recall correctly we have plenty of chalk to use. Okay. Didn't go as nicely as I would want it to go. don't feel like this left side is going to be any easier for me. So maybe let's jump back down and explore up here. I could reach this part rather safely, but from here this is going to be problematic a little bit. But I'm willing to give it a go.
Great.
Okay. I'm going to focus a bit more on climbing when I have nothing to say, because going off from what I have accomplished last couple of times, it's going to be better for me and for the gameplay. For me to just be silent when I don't need to talk. Down here, I think the best option is to climb down, set up this troglodyte piton, and try to climb over to the left. Quite an unlucky timing with the rain right now. But it doesn't seem like it's going all that bad for me. I can just walk off the wall and that's it.
Kittens, please.
Okay, got through this section. What's that? Wild garlic, don't need that. I think we can just move along this
Is
part.
this thing still safe?
Hopefully it is safe. We'll see. Okay, I'm actually going to come back for a moment. I want to scout upside and see if there's anything here. I don't think there is. The terrain seems like it's not meant to be walked through. Yeah, there's this backpack, but I don't feel like it's worth the effort. Especially that we have so much stuff after the visit to this troglodyte woman.
They really went all in.
Looks like some more exploring is up ahead, which certainly is a welcoming experience for me. I really enjoy learning all about this game. The only parts that are not enjoyable are actually the parts where I'm dying, which have been occurring quite often lately. I hope I'm going to do something to prevent that. Okay.
Well,
Let's
I hope you're
see.
still alive. Take care of yourself, Father. It's important. Rock climbing is cool, but please don't put yourself in danger.
Mm-hmm. I don't feel like this message brings all that much. Okay, we're going to firstly
There
go
seems to be a way,
inside
but not from
here.
this side.
Okay, got it. This may be an exit for later usage. Anything to look for down here? Okay, there actually is a saving spot down there, which is surprising. I wonder whether that's something that I will be able to visit later, or if that's something to do right now. I mean, it seems counterintuitive to go down here from this spot, so we're going to leave it for now. But also look upwards, whether there is anything worth looking out for. I think all of this section is to be ignored. And here we just have some stairs, some passages, some entryways. Yeah, so we can just move along. Thistle is not needed. Okay, let's see what this is about. We'll definitely be spending a lot of time in here. Holy hell.
Damn! This guy probably owed a lot of goat's milk to someone.
Yeah, definitely a situation worth choking off. Seems like the guy has been murdered by somebody. I've seen the spider roaming nearby, and I don't like him around these parts. He has a weird look in his eyes. Spider written with a capital letter. That would suggest that this little note is about a person. It's like a burial chamber of some sort. Okay, not a pleasant view, to be quite frank. This leads up, so let's go in here first.
Hey, are those coffins?
No, they're dining tables. Okay, a kite. A wind kite. Weird place to be putting it in, but maybe that's just a part of some sort of ritual for these people. Does this vase contain anything? Some sugar, instant mashed potatoes. I can pick the sugar. If I recall correctly from the last episode, there was a recipe for something where sugar was needed. Seems like this warming blanket is to be used in cases where I don't have a camp spot nearby. Maybe for a quicker recovery, I would presume. Let's drink up some water, even though we don't really need it at the moment. We still have some greed, which is one of the first mechanics that I will ever understand. Seems like it prevents the usage of all of our status bars, which is definitely useful. Okay, so we have picked up a lot of stuff before, which makes it impossible for me to pick anything else up, which isn't ideal. I guess we have enough food to go off without those instant mashed potatoes. Do we want to sleep here? I don't think we do, honestly. We're just going to save. We're going to be exploring for quite a while probably, and it gets dark soon, so we can pass the time by strictly exploring this place.
What's that noise? Someone digging? This path is blocked anyway.
Okay. Do we see anybody inside? I don't think we do. Can we pass through with the camera? Definitely not. Okay. That's going to be
Well,
a
looks like we're
problem.
gonna have to slip through a window. Reminds me of the time Naomi forgot her keys inside the house.
Okay, I got it. One of the windows. Let's see. Probably here. The other option would be this window right here. They probably connect, yep, so I can choose either one of those for exploring, but not for advancing in the game. The pathway inside is blocked once again, so I'll probably have to go up more, and we'll probably meet someone over here. Okay, I saw a saving spot up there. Holy hell. Seems like the wind is picking up, which means that the natural progression of the game is happening. At least that's what I would assume. And let's see, this way, definitely harder. So I think we need to go up here and try this on. The window is over there. I think going over here is the better choice. There's some sort of a plant here which I cannot recognize. And I guess for now it will stay that way because we do not have enough space for it in the backpack. Okay, so I'm going to have to probably rappel down. First of all, let's replenish the chalk in our chalk bag. And do we have any more? Did we go through all of our chalk already? Okay, we can pick some up from our climb bot. Okay, I don't recall using all that much chalk last couple of episodes, and I had plenty of chalk on me. Well, gotta deal with that, which means this time I have to be conservative about chalk usage. Okay, let's go to the left. I think I need to figure out a way up soon.
I'm gonna slip.
Good time to set up a piton.
Phew.
Seemed like panic kickled in for Ava. She was about to fall, seemingly, and yet managed to set up a piton and stay on the wall for quite some time. So that was a lie. I think we're going to wait up for the rain to pass over. And in the meantime, let's look at the way ahead. Definitely need to proceed to the left up until this moment where I'm going to try to get up, which is going to be a challenge by the looks of it. There's some weird saving spot over here and some drawings, markings on the rock face. Interesting. Wonder if I will be climbing this part If so, then definitely I'm going to use or need to have all of my pitons. Maybe now is like a good time to use that troglodyte doll. Okay, never mind. The rain is off. Now need to move to the left without losing grip, hopefully. I don't want to be repeating the climbs that don't really mean any sort of problems. Okay, doing okay so far. Just going to set up another piton for safety. Go of belay here. Okay, this isn't
Back to work.
a nice spot to be in. Let's see if Ava manages through it. Okay, gonna set up another piton. I feel like that was actually quite a bad section and I'm surprised I managed without falling. But that leaves us at only one piton, which is a problem. But all I need to do is go past this section, maybe set up a piton at the top, so that I can traverse to the right without any problems.
Just a smidge.
I just need to utilize the cracks to my advantage, and that should help me reach the goal that I'm aiming for. Okay, I see a tiny ledge to the right. Nice spot to place my feet onto.
It's freezing. Come on.
Okay, this is the moment where I set up the piton. Let's go with belay once again. Let's see, do we have some goat milk? We do. Do we want to use it now? We are kind of cold at the moment. But we'll leave it as it is for now. Let's see, maybe there is a camping spot somewhere here, which I can use to warm up some drinks. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, we'll see what happens when we are inside. There's a tiny chip here. Didn't manage to grab it. That's okay. Doesn't really matter as long as I can stick to the wall. Okay, this last part wasn't actually all that bad. Alright. Okay, I almost froze to death. So I definitely need to drink up at least one sip of the goat milk. A modern map. It is entitled Origami on the Top of the World. There's a list of names. Emil, Team Leader, Solo, First Aid, Aurel, Itinerary, Elsa, Troglodyte Guide, Yamina, Documentary Maker, and a handwritten note. The climb bot before scouted the wall last night to identify the routes. The wall ahead is truly hellish, I can imagine that. It sent out worrying distress signals, but it was impossible to pinpoint their precise location. Okay, so we see on the map that there is this sort of marking spot that we have seen. It doesn't really say which routes are the easiest and which are the hardest. Just the names, and they are not even marked properly on this map. There's more routes than the actual names of the routes. The map is accompanied by an itinerary. The first entry is scrolled with a note. We've looked everywhere for Yamina over 3 days, but she hasn't left a trace. We can't delay the ascent any longer, or none of us will survive. Emil says she swore she'd seen a lynx disappear in a beam of light recently. She was obsessed. I hope we can find her higher up. Okay. Oh, so that means that these aren't the names of the routes, but a team of climbers, actually. Well, I should have guessed by the description of the roles. Yeah, brain fart moment. Okay, we'll see. This probably means that we have some sort of map. Doesn't seem like I can turn it on. Okay, we can grab a quick rest here. Tin can. Let's compost that. Now we should be able to grab it. No, still not enough space for it. Let's drink this infusion. We have a large bottle, an empty bottle. We have this bottle right here, so I think I can scrap this. I'm going to hold on to this large bottle actually, in case I'm going to run into troubles with water. Now we can grab it, compost it. Okay. And I think that's it. Plenty of mattresses for a short rest that I don't think I really need at the moment. I'm going to explore for a moment. Okay, we have some water here. I'm going to fill out the containers. Okay, I see a way forward now. At least I think so. We're going to scout soon. Nothing worth getting invested in so far. There's this other window.
Got them.
The troglodytes of Kami, we hope for a great journey to the stars. May the stars guide you to the summit, and in their majesty allow you to tread immaculate snow. We, the living, will keep attempting the ascent, hoping to one day succeed and join you. May Kami remain Kami, and troglodytes live in her bosom for eternity. Okay. I don't think there's anything to look out for here. Yeah, there's this spot that I think I'm going to reach from below, exactly. And here inside there is some altar room, maybe. Then what's inside? There's a saving spot, okay. There's this very helpful plant inside. Okay, not doing too bad, honestly speaking. I think it's safe to say that we're going to manage. Let's see whether there's anything inside here. Okay, no commentary.
The ceiling collapsed here. It's worth a shot.
Horror pitons. We've lost quite a few of them. Going to have to deal with that soon. But first, let's try to climb up here. Shouldn't be all that bad. There's plenty of rubble to grab onto. I think going to the left is the good choice. Small steps. I'm going to set up the troglodyte piton here. I don't want to fall accidentally.
Good.
And go over to this side. Okay, kind of awkward, but I think we will climb onto here sooner or later. Okay, nice. That's actually good that there are some piton scraps here, because we need to recover some of the lost piton gear. Tea bag, broken bottle. Let's recall the climb bot. Let's save up now. Going to set up camp, And going to end the episode here actually. We will pick up again after I'm done with the preparation, and we'll continue on exploring this section. So, thanks for sticking around, take care, and have a good one. Bye bye.